Hey, how are you doing? It's Alan here from Looking for Warriors. Talking about John Taylor Gatto again. Going through that video, I'll link to the video in the description so you can see it yourselves. But I want you to hear this now. The very first thing he says that is taught in private schools that your kids are not taught, and your kids won't be taught, is human psychology. What makes people think, what makes people tick, how to influence people. So important. So important. You meet someone, how to make them feel good, how to influence them. Also related to this, I think number 4 he mentions is politeness as well. And he says this is taught in private schools, but not in public schools. In fact, public schools are laboratories of rudeness, which it's very hard to disagree with that when you see some public schools in America have metal detectors. Is that polite? So let's get back to what he says, number 1. He says, human psychology. What makes your fellow men and women tick? So important. What buttons you can press to get the results that you want. Now, we're not saying humans are computers, but we are saying there is an art of influence. Now, he mentions where you find this is in history, is in literature, is in the arts. But I want to add 1 or 2 things in. I want to add philosophy and psychology, human psychology, and I also want to add NLP as a way to influence and connect with people. So he says this is what's taught in private schools. How to influence, how to connect. Now, I don't know what you want to do in your life, but I can tell you one thing with 100% accuracy. Whatever you want to do in your life is going to involve people, because the world is made up of people. Maybe it's sales. Maybe you want to get into sales like Jordan Belfort and make a lot of money. Maybe it's you just want to get a job in a corporation. Not just. You want to get a job in a corporation. Maybe you want to work for yourself. Maybe you want to invent. You want to create things. Maybe you just want to do programming. But whatever it is, at some stage, even if it's only in an interview, you are going to have to know how to influence people. This does not have to be a bad thing. This can be a really, really good thing. For some people need to be influenced even just to do the things that are good for them. People hire personal trainers because they know how to get fit. They know what they have to do. They know what to eat. But they hire personal trainers to influence them to do the right things so they can get fit. So people need to be influenced. Because we have very little control over ourselves. Just ask someone who's overeating. Just ask someone who gets up at midnight and eats a big chocolate cake. Just ask someone on heroin. Just ask someone who's addicted to anything. You can't not do it. Even people addicted to exercise, or I think sometimes I'm addicted to work. You just can't not do it. And sometimes you do need outside influence, because we all influence each other all the time. But this is not taught to your kids and won't be taught to your kids. And what John Taylor Gatto was saying is you need to teach your kids about human psychology, about influence, about how to push the correct buttons, how to get what they want. Because at the end of the day, the world is made out of people. And in order to get what you want, and I think Zig Ziglar said this, I'm not sure it was Zig Ziglar, but it was someone like that, said the best way to get what you want in life is to help other people get what they want. And that's absolutely true. But help them get what they want, and at the same time influencing them to make sure you get what your goals and what you want out of life. Just being Alan here, I just wanted to go through this first thing John Taylor Gatto said. I thought it was incredible. He's so right. And I'm listening to this, and he's influencing me to deal with my kids in a different type of way, so they get this elite education that your kids won't be getting unless you do it now. This has been Alan here from Looking for Warriors. do me a favor, subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Then you're influencing me to feel much better every time I see a subscription. And put in a comment. Do you agree with John Taylor Gatto? Do you disagree? Do you think influence is important? Or what is the most important thing to teach your kids? Because I just want to know the truth. I don't care if I'm right or wrong, but I want to make sure I know the most important things to teach my kids.